It's Dystopian Wars week, and we have 3 Crown starter sets to be won. We will choose 3 winners, 1 from the comments on our YouTube videos, 1 from the comments on OnTableTop.com, and 1 from our Cult of Games members, so you guys get an extra chance to win.
Hello everybody and welcome to this How to Play of the new edition of Dystopian Wars. I'm joined by Dan and Parker from Warcradle Studios who are going to be showing us how the new game plays using just the core rules, Parker.
It is, yeah, just the core rules. There are advanced rules. We won't be covering those just now, but that would be the full game experience, if you like. But for now, we're just going to go the core rules just to give you a little taster of what's to come.
Okie dokie. So what have we got in front of us?
Oh, well, you are advantageous in the fact that you will be playing the Crown today.
Best faction.
Best faction, yeah. I'm a big fan of the Crown because I've been working on the rules, so I'm very happy with the direction they're in. And Dan, you will be playing as the Imperium.
Ooh. I'll take that. Happy with the Imperium.
Yeah. The Imperium are good. So we've got 2 units here on each side. We've got a unit of frigates, a few little guys there, and we've got a unit of cruisers, Albion cruisers, and essentially they'll operate as units. So your cruisers will operate together and your frigates will operate together. Okay. And similarly over here, you've got 2 frigates, which are your Bluchers, and you've got your Arminus frigates there as well. We're going to skip the ready phase, which is what you would normally do as part of the full game. And we will just say that the Imperium have the initiative. So they will be going first.
Oh, if I lose, it's because you've been handed the initiative through no greatest tactics or skill of your own.
I'll take the initiative. I need everything that I can be given.
Okay.
So you've got 2 units there. You will choose one to activate first.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is move my Bluchers first.
Yep. So this will be the activation phase. So they will always get a move before they get to do their actions.
Yep.
So you'll move first. Yep. You'll notice they've got a minimum move and a maximum move. So they have to move their minimum move. The momentum of these huge steel behemoths as they sail through the sea carries them forward. So they will have to move forwards their minimum move, but they can move up to their maximum move. And they also have a turn limit, which is the amount of times they can go around the turning template that you've got there.
Yeah.
And you'll move one and then move the other.
Okay. So the minimum speed for those is 2.
Yep. So we'll have to move directly forwards 2. You can't turn during your minimum move. So we've got a handy dandy movement thing there.
So I'll choose this one first.
Nice. Yes, indeed.
And I will move. I think what I'm going to do is move the minimum of 2 and then turn about to try and target your Albions.
Love it.
So I will.
We love a bit of destruction.
Go for the minimum of 2. Fantastic. And then I'm going to turn about.
Yep, so you're going to come about, you're going to use your turning template. And if you place it by the side, you can kind of hover it, and it will be the center point that you're kind of aligning it to. Then you can just follow it around, and each navigation point on the turning template is an inch of movement, effectively. You use that one. You don't have to do the full turn. You can do a little bit.
That would be 1. 2.
Yep. And then you can carry on going straight if you think you're in the right place.
I think I will go a little bit more. So just there.
Boop, boop.
And then
obviously, if you want to make boat noises when you're doing this, do feel free.
Of course.
Because people love that. Now, interestingly, you're moving the second model in the unit. For the purposes of movement, you can move straight through the other model as if it's not there. Because, they're all designed to be moving at the same time and weaving within each other. So if you were going to crunch into your own unit, you don't have to worry about it too much. As long as you finish not within the same point, then you're okay.
Okay. So the 2 minimum again. And then come about.
And a little note to new players. The movement, a lot of miniature war games, it's all about shooting and all about blowing up your enemies, which of course it is in this as well. But the movement phase and the kind of positioning is really key. It's a key part of the game that we try to emphasise with things like the movement template and whatnot. So we've done your movement, and now we have the action phase. You will get to perform a number of actions equal to your action limit. There are various different actions you can perform. Generally speaking, most of them will be shooting stuff with your cool guns, but there is also boarding and things like that. So you have a selection of weapons.
I do.
So may I just check what your action limit is, please?
My action limit is 2.
2, so that means you can perform 2 actions, unsurprisingly. Generally speaking, you're going to want to be shooting stuff. You've got, what weapons do you have?
So I have torpedoes and heavy voltaic gun batteries.
Excellent. So you've got your heavy voltaic gun batteries, which are represented on the ship by those big cool guns, and your torpedoes will be firing out of the front. Which do you think you might like to go with?
I think since I want to deal with the Albions first, I will go with torpedoes, I think.
Don't worry about the
Go
Albions.
torpedoes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would you worry about the Albions?
The Albions are the scariest, I think.
I mean, they are pretty terrifying.
No, not terrifying. They're fluffy. They're fluffy.
Cute little Albions.
Yeah.
Get a little tickle under the chin. So you've got your torpedoes. Can I just check what let's work out what range they are.
Yeah. So let's see what range they are from me.
Okie dokie.
Thank
And
you.
were we measuring centre to centre? Or?
Closest point to closest point.
Okay.
Point, which is the front to there.
And you will, from a line of sight perspective, you'll be using the centre of the model. And if nothing is in the way of from that arc, then you'll be unobscured. If there was something in the way, for example, that island, if you were going to shoot this guy over here, then you might suffer obscuring penalties, or rather you would get a defensive bonus.
So they're 18 inches away.
Yeah.
And
I am choosing to target this one.
okay, so you target an individual vessel, not the unit as a whole.
That's correct.
Okay.
Which may, and then there's a kind of decision point there when you're making your actions, because if you've only got 2 actions, you could split your fire up, but maybe you're going to be less effective than you would if you could focus everything in together. And you can combine all of your firepower from all of your weapons, unless, of course, they have certain qualities. One of which, in this case, you've got your torpedoes, which have the submerged quality, so therefore they cannot combine with your voltaic gun batteries. So, can I just ask the firepower values of your Speerschleuders?
So at standard, they are 4.
Indeed. Yes, we are at standard range. We measured it. It was 18 inches. Your closing range is 0 to 10. Standard range is 10 to 30. And anything longer than that is extreme range. A lot of weapons don't have an extreme range because it's very far away. It's nice to have that in there. So, sorry, your values at standard range?
Standard range is 4.
4. So you're on 4 dice for each of them.
Yep.
So it's going to put you on 8 dice.
And they also have the voltaic quality.
The voltaic quality. Now this is quite mean of him. Voltaic is a quality. There are lots of different qualities for various weapons, and they have special effects. In this case, they will add a certain amount of dice, but only if the target has a generator. Do you have a generator?
I have got a marvellous Guardian generator.
Well, that's fantastic.
That's great for me, that is.
It is unfortunately, yes, great for the Imperium, because voltaic means that they will get a bonus as long as you have the generators, which you do, and it'll be in the bracketed number.
So the bonus is 3.
3. So it's 3 dice,
3.
but it's 3 to each weapon that you're firing. It's going to be another 6 dice.
6. This doesn't sound like a generator of Guardian. This sounds like a massive bullet magnet.
Well, it's more the fact that because you've got this energetic thing within the ship, the arcs of lightning as they travel through will maybe spark this off and cause it to be an issue. Using your own,
send a petty officer down to switch these off.
I mean, you could certainly do that. I'm not saying that's a good idea, but who knows? So you're going to make an attack roll. With
This is my attack roll.
It is indeed.
Come on.
That's a pretty reasonable roll.
Nice.
Now, we will be ignoring the blanks for this, and all of these blue results, which are counters, we'll be ignoring those for the attack roll. However, we are looking for any red results, so that will be these single explosions, which will be a standard hit, these double explosions, which will be a heavy hit. So we've got these exploding strikes here, which count as a heavy hit, so they count as 2. Also, you get to roll and add some more dice, depending on how many you've got. So you've got 3 of them, so that gives you another 3 dice to roll and add into here. We will take these not so good results out. And just move these out of the way. Now, in theory, if you were to get some more exploding strikes, you would roll more dice and keep going, theoretically, forever.
Well,
Let's see if you can.
Let's go for that.
That was a heavy you've turned over.
Oh, good job you're here. Very noble of you, sir.
Very sportsmanlike.
Yeah.
So let's go for some more exploding strikes.
Oh, you did get another one, so those
Nice.
blanks will go away. But you did get another one, so that gives you another dice to roll into there.
Another dice.
Oh, that's cocked. I'm going to say, why not? You have
I
it.
would give it to him.
Yeah.
We're not top table at a tournament here. We're trying to see how the game plays.
I've never been at a top table
Just
at a
one.
tournament. Only to walk past and see what they're doing. So now we have an attack roll. Lovely. We need a defense roll.
Okay.
You'll always, generally speaking, you'll always be making defense rolls against attacks. You can imagine little ACAC guns or little mini shield generators dotted about the ship.
So what is your defense rating?
So my defense is 4.
It is.
So I get 4 dice.
You
And
do indeed.
Do my guardian generators help in any way?
So you would be able to use them. You would get a pool of dice. In
Yes.
this case, you've got 2 dice, and they can normally add to any defense rolls you make. However, against torpedoes, because they're submerged, they're going under the water, your air bubble
my bubble is
covers
not
you.
going to help me.
It's not going to help you, I'm afraid. So you're on
Yeah.
4 dice. Now, those blue results that we threw away out of the last dice roll, you're looking for those blue results
Okay.
now.
So I'm looking for some big, chunky counters.
Oh, love it. You did a really good attack roll.
I am nothing if not consistent.
You should be proud of yourself.
I am always proud of myself. I
So
may
they
not be
will-
alive.
They will
I'm proud of
sadly go
myself.
away. Had you got any blue results, the counters, as I'll just show here. So the standard counters and heavy counters, they would remove 1 and or 2 strikes depending on how many, whatever you got. You didn't get any.
Yeah, no, I did not.
This is the way.
Shame.
Now what we'll do, we'll group these. Can I ask what the armour is of your Albion cruiser?
My armour is 4.
4, so we'll group them in 4s. So as we mentioned, these exploding strikes count as 2, so 2 of those becomes a 4. These heavy strikes are worth 2 each, so that becomes a group of 4. Another group of 4, and then a 4th group of 4. Now this one little strike on its own, sadly, nothing happens to him. He just goes away. There may be rules that interact with that and certain things you can do.
Excess hits count for note.
It count for
That
now,
is a shame.
indeed. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, what we call successes, and in this case, they will turn into points of hull damage. May I ask what your hull is?
My hull is 9.
9. Okay,
Nice.
so you've taken 4. That means you've got 5 left.
I've taken a battering.
You have taken, yes, not great,
No.
I'm afraid. So put a little 4 marker to show you that you've taken 4 strikes or 4 hull points of hull damage. Now, some people on ships don't like to be shot at. They don't like things exploding near them.
People are weird.
People are weird, right? Now, because you've taken more points of damage equal to or greater than your mass, what is your mass, by the way?
I have a mass of 3.
Mass of 3. So you've taken equal to or greater than 3 points of damage. So that means you take a level of disorder.
Okay.
People are feeling a bit bad. It's not going to cause you any major problems right now, but it could later on should you take more levels of disorder. And that's going to be on that ship.
It's on the ship, not on the squadron.
Exactly
okay.
right.
I will live with that.
So you've done an attack. Love it. You've caused some disorder.
Yep.
People are running around, panicking a little bit. Now, I believe you've still got you've got 1 action left, and you've got your voltaic gun batteries as well.
Yep, so I've got 1 more action, the heavy voltaic gun batteries.
Okay. So even though you've got 2 actions, you can't duplicate an attack?
No, you can't do the same thing again.
Okay.
But also, we allocated your Speerschleuders, your torpedoes, and then you can choose a different thing to fire at or a different thing to activate. You don't have to allocate everything
He's on the
immediately at the
island.
start of your,
He's looking at
your
you
thing.
funny.
You can just do things, see how they go, and then carry on as you like. So where do you think you might like to?
So, heavy voltaic gun batteries. I think I'm going to target your frigates this time.
Okay, mixing it up.
Yeah.
So even though you're targeting the frigates, you'll pick one of them
One
to
specific.
attack.
So I will choose this one because I believe that isn't obscured.
Fantastic.
Okay. So how do we work out if something's obscured? How do I save myself?
How do you save yourself? So you measure, you draw an imaginary line from the center point of one ship to any point on the other. And if nothing in any way blocks that ship.
So that one would be obscured.
Yes, exactly right.
But the other one.
But this one at the end.
That one won't be.
Yes.
Would be fine for that.
And that.
And this.
So I will target that one instead then.
Love it.
Okay.
So that way you won't be suffering from any obscurity.
Yeah.
Now, if you were to fire through things, depending on their mass, it gives you a certain amount of bonus defense dice. So as the defending player, you would get a certain amount of extra dice if you were hiding behind things. So it's definitely worth sticking to cover, as it were.
Are there set mass for terrain then?
Yes, you'd decide it at the start of the play. I mean, we'd probably suggest that those two little pieces there would be roughly mass 1, and then maybe some of these larger ones over here might be 2 or 3, up to mass 5, mass 6, or just you could just say that they block everything if you wanted to.
So roughly similar to the size of the vessel.
Yes,
I suppose is
exactly
not a bad rule of thumb for people.
Yeah. The only funny thing is sometimes you might have something that is very wide but not very tall. So you might say it counts as a mass 1, even though it's obviously visibly bigger.
Okay.
So you've got your heavy voltaic gun batteries.
Heavy voltaic gun batteries. So I'd measure the
range.
Check the range
what range you're in.
first.
So
feel free to be out of range. In extremis would be good.
I think longer than 30 is going to be tricky.
I've just thought of something. If I do that,
then it goes longer. Yeah,
no, winding gunfire.
It's a direct line.
16
sadly.
inches away.
16. So that would be standard, which is 6.
So 6 dice, and you're firing 4 of those guns. So it's going to be 6 times 4, which, as we all know, is 24.
Yep. Those also have voltaic, but I don't think you have a generator on those ships?
I do not have a generator.
Okay.
What happened was they seen that happening to Albion, and the generators got unscrewed and thrown
them into the ocean.
Straight over the side.
Love
it was the best way.
So I will roll for my attack.
Rolling a huge plethora of dice. And now you'd be rolling your defense as well. What's the defense on those little
Caliburns have got a defense of 3.
3 whole dice, you say? What could possibly go wrong? So, again, looking for lots of lovely red results. That's looking pretty good.
Nice.
So I'll just take out the chaff to begin with. Blip, blop, blip. All the blanks and all of the counters we'll get rid of. And that leaves you with 4.
A lot of exploding strikes.
4 exploding strikes, which is
nice.
Wunderbar. Just get those out of the way.
At any stage you want to miss, Dan, go with that.
I'll consider it for the next one, but not this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got another exploding strike, so you just keep going.
Of course you did. So why would you not?
The one more.
More. Oh, and there's another heavy one.
Oh my God.
Okay, so now you get to roll your resistance roll.
I'd like 3 heavy counters, please.
There's 1. 1 out of 3 is not
better
great.
than last time.
It's yeah.
So you got a heavy counter, which is going to be 2 shields.
So I just remove one of his heavy.
Exactly right. But depending on, you'd normally remove the single counters first, and then you'd remove the heavies, then you remove the explodings. Generally speaking, it shouldn't matter, but there are a few instances where, leave one of those in there. I was trying to cheat. Generally speaking, it shouldn't matter, but there are very edge cases where it might be important.
Yeah.
What was the armour value of the
Caliburn frigates have got an armour of 3.
3, you say? Oof. Okay. It's going to be tricky to do these in 3, so I'm going to do them in 6s because it's actually a bit easier because of the maths.
Sure. Whatever helps you
because
sleep.
You rolled so well.
Oh, hull of 27. That's unusual.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So this little 2 over here, that'll get removed because it's not quite the 3.
Okay.
But we've got 6, so that becomes 2 points of damage. Another 6 becomes another 2. Another 6 becomes another 2, and then a 3 becomes 1. So it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 7 hull points of damage.
7 hull points.
How many hull points do you have?
I've got 4.
That sounds like an exploded ship.
It does, yeah. Now, you'll take a number of damage equal to your hull. Once you take that amount of damage, sadly,
it goes glug, glug, glug.
Go glug, glug, glug. But you did have some overspill.
Yes.
You aimed your attack at the model, not the unit, so any overspill doesn't carry on. And that's a reason why you might want to split your fire up and attack, especially against frigates, other small ships. You might want to be splitting your fire.
So those two actions, instead of being torpedoes and full gun battery, could have been gun battery and gun battery against two separate frigates in that squadron.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that that model is destroyed, it's just removed, or?
Yep, it's just removed.
Yeah.
In the advanced rules, there might be rules for taking critical damage effects or catastrophic explosions, but we're not going to cover those in this. It's just a little taster, just to get you all
wet my whistle.
Indeed.
Right. Okay.
So you've done your two actions.
Yep.
At the end of your activation, you can rally. Not a thing we're worried about because you haven't taken any levels of disorder. So if you just want to mark them with a little activation token to show they've done,
that has been activated.
and you're all good. So Jerry, over to you.
Okay then. I think my Caliburn frigates will not stand up to another round of shooting like that, especially not if people start splitting fire across the range of them. So I'm going to activate them now while they're still here.
Good plan.
And I've got three of them and two big targets in front of me. So I'm going to plough flank speed towards them. There's Bluchers. I've just got a little island in the way that I'm going to have to navigate around. But I see I have got Agile.
Indeed.
Agile of 1.
Okay, so as we talked about earlier on, when you're coming about, you can do a number of moves around the turning template equal to your turn limit.
Yes.
Which is, may I ask,
4 for them.
which is higher than the Bluchers. You know, frigates do tend to be more manoeuvrable. Agile means that they can come about a second time, or they can come out a number of times equal to their agile.
Oh, okay.
So in this case, you've got an agile of 1. You could always come about 1. So that means you can come about twice. So maybe you could turn all the way around, or you could turn a little bit and then go another way.
In a full game, I suppose this is the sort of the manoeuvrability of the frigates would be a case of using their agile to start weaving in and out of these little broken islands and archipelagos to try and get round behind and
exactly right,
and start to irritate them from the back.
And if you do irritate them from the back, that we have a rule vulnerable stern, so the armour would be counted as 1 lower. So you will be doing significantly more damage.
How in the rear do you have to be to make that happen?
Stay away from
within that 90-degree arc.
Okay.
Kind of as all your arcs are going to be 90 degrees.
Yeah, which is a couple of turns, or at least another turn. So I'm not going to make it this turn.
Yeah.
I'll just move forward and attempt to not collide with any islands in my way.
Yeah, don't do that.
It seems like the best way. I mean, he's quite happy anyway. He can plough straight forward 7 without any real problem. In fact, if we just go 6 for him to there, and then I'll do a cheeky little turn that way. Don't worry about the island.
And of course, as it is a game of manoeuvring, you're always thinking about what your next manoeuvre might be. You know, turn 1, I'm doing this. Turn 2, you know, you don't want to be leaving yourself knowing that your minimum move is going to take you straight into an island.
Yeah.
Probably
Although
not.
I do see that guy waving still, so it's okay. What about the likes of, coherency? Because this is a squadron of frigates working together.
Indeed.
Do they need to stay within a requisite amount?
They do. They have to be within 4 inches of each other from the closest point. And that could be 3 models in a line within 4 of each other. It could be a big group of 4 of them together. As long as they're within 4 of someone else in the unit, then they're fine. And of course, it's at the end of their move.
And not...
No, you don't have to worry about it right now.
Not overlapping. What I'll do is I'll move the fellow in the middle first, because he has the most complicated manoeuvre to do to not crack into something. He still needs to go forward 1 for his minimum.
And don't forget, if he was to bump into his fellow models in the unit, that's not a problem until the end of their move.
So he's going to go there. So that's 3. And then we'll go for 5. And then we'll start to come about in the opposite direction.
Yeah, because you've got your agile.
So 7, we'll get him to
Lovely
there.
Stuff.
And now I know...
I mean, you're looking about 4 away.
They're about 4 apart, which means this fellow can just plough forward willy-nilly, wherever he may. Devil may care.
Covered a lot more distance than my ships, for sure.
Good. That's what we like to hear.
And while frigates aren't necessarily faster than your cruisers, they're definitely more manoeuvrable.
Yeah.
And there are other rules in the advanced rules, shallow draft and things like that. That means they don't have a problem being near islands, which other things might.
My manoeuvring is done.
Excellent. So now it's your action step. How many actions do you have?
My action rating is 1.
1. Okay, so you can do a mighty 1 thing.
That's handy, for I have but 1 weapon, which is a gun battery.
Excellent.
I would like to give somebody the good news.
Which one are you going to target?
Well, here's an interesting thing. He said in an interesting thing way. I think they're both going to be obscured, because if I fire any of these at this, the prow of this blocks the back of this.
Ooh.
And if I fire at this back, then at least one of them is going to be obscured because this island is in the way. So it does obscure stack in some way? How does that work?
You'll use, so if there's multiple obscuring objects, you would just use the higher value. So if you had a mass 1 thing in the way and a mass 3 thing in the way, you'd add the 3 dice from the mass 3. But in the case of multiple firing models being obscured, each one of them would get the modifier.
Okay, right. So I need to be able to draw a clear line of sight from center to full vessel.
Everywhere.
So if I'm firing at your lead vessel,
fine.
he's okay.
Yeah.
He will clip the prow, and he will definitely clip. So there'll be 2 obscured and 1 free.
Yep. So he would get, if you were shooting at this guy here, you'd get, because it's a mass 3 thing obscuring, that means you'd be on 3 dice plus another 3 dice. You're on 6 dice extra for your defense roll.
And if I go the other way and choose the rear vessel, he's obviously free and clear there once again. His friend is also free and clear. But this little fellow is going to be clipping the back of that island. So
and I think it's fair to say that's about a mass 3.
Yeah.
So then you'd be only on the 3 dice. So it's probably worth you going for that target.
Yeah. Because I've got 2 that are fine, and only 1 is going to be adding extra resilience dice.
Exactly right.
Okay. So they are all going to gun battery.
Yep.
Excellent. Crush your enemies, see them jump before you
I
hear
hope
the
so.
lamentation to win.
I would just like to hear the glug, glug, glug of a vessel going under. That would be much better. So
the range.
I only have standard or closing. And as far as I'm concerned, you, my friend, are, what's that, 10 inches away, 10, and we'll say 10 again, Nobody's going to be under 10.
Okay, so that'll be all of the closing firepower results.
Annoyingly, that is a bit too close for me to target, so I'm only going to get 3 per because I've come too close. If I was a clever man, I would have measured that earlier when I was bobbing and weaving around But then if I bobbed and weaved around it, I may not have been able to shoot it.
Too much fun bobbing, not enough fun weaving.
So I get 9 dice.
9 dice. And you'll be rolling, what may I ask for your defense?
So my defense is 4, but you said about obscuring.
Yep, so that's going to give you, because it's a mass 3 thing in the way, that's going to give you another 3 dice to your defense roll.
So you're getting 7 dice.
Against 7.
This doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, this defense
I'm just
is...
getting like 3 dice against 72.
This defense is a lot better than what you had, for sure.
Why I oughta.
Wow, that is a dice roll.
Isn't it though?
That's a roll you needed earlier.
I would have loved that. I mean, I dream at night of those. But
you got an exploding
explode.
Yeah, you got an exploding strike. That was technically a dice roll.
Have you ever seen?
We won't talk about my armor yet.
Many
and another one, mate. Keep going, baby.
5 though.
Big 5.
I feel good about myself
against
for that.
my resistance.
Don't do it.
That's not brilliant.
The -1.
Minus
so 5
1.
-1 is 4. What's the armor?
So my armor is 4.
Okay, so that's one
hit.
1 whole point of damage. Yes! Ruenge!
I will have my Ruenge.
So that's 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
Taking a whole point of damage. So if you
Mark it.
Point of damage.
Now, is 1 equal to your mass?
No, I don't think it is.
Okay, so you don't suffer from the taking fire. You don't gain a level of disorder. They're like, hurt a bit. We don't really care.
Well-trained crew there.
Indeed.
I was amazing.
You were indeed.
I'm going to give them a little tick of goodness. All right then, I'm done dusted. So what can you bring with your final squadron?
Back to me. So I've got the Arminius, and I think I'm going to have another go at your Albions.
Lovely. See if you can.
Movement-wise,
Don't feel you have to.
Minimum of 1.
Okay.
I do want to get in as close as possible, I think. So
Okie dokie.
let's go for a move. So these 3, I think, are fine from the island. So I will just directly move those.
Lovely.
So, and I think I'm going to go for the one that's disordered currently. So
Yeah.
let's
Why not?
do this.
Punish it more. Make it feel even more bad about its day.
So up to 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7.
Lovely stuff.
The same here. And oh, that's my bad. The same here. And you said that they can travel through each other as long as they don't end
Exactly
on
right.
top of each other.
Because, it's all assumed to be happening at the same time, roughly.
Yeah. Okay.
Wunderbar.
And this one is going to prove a bit of an issue, I think. So I have to move the minimum.
Yep.
So that would be 1. And then I have to come about to try and avoid that island, I think.
I mean, I would.
Yep.
Historically, crashing into
So my
islands,
turn
not
limit.
ideal.
I have seen James Bond jump an island in a boat.
That's
Have
true,
you
yeah.
considered
It's
that?
not quite a jet ski, I don't think. So my turn limit is 3. I don't think I need that many. So if I go from here, isn't it? So 1, 2. I think this might not go where I want it, but
That's okay.
3. And I think I can't really move much more forward than that, otherwise I will risk a collision. Because if I measure, I have, would that be 3 more? So 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to have to keep that there, I think.
Okie dokie.
So now for the activation.
Yep, you've got your actions.
Yep, so I have voltaic gun battery on
Lovely
those.
stuff.
Why do I keep running into voltaic things?
I know, right?
So,
Not under
ideal.
that. What's that I hear?
Would this
sounds
one
like
be able
rotors
to add
coming.
to the attack at all?
Say again?
Would this one be able to add to the attack?
Possibly. Let's do a little bit of...
Voltaic is front, prow, and stern.
yeah, so you are, from the centre point, you can definitely see it.
Yeah.
You're going to be partially obscured by your friendly model. It's only got a mass of 1, so it's only going to get 1 bonus defence dice.
Yes, I think it's still worth adding just because of voltaic.
Yeah.
So
I feel
the range
unhappy.
of these, if you could help me.
I'd rather not.
So that is
It's closest point to closest
So you've
point.
got another.
closest point.
Yeah. So you're
11-ish.
11
11.
and over 10
Over 10, and this one.
is 10.
10.
So,
And then the friend at the back
And
is
then
we'll be
probably
over
about
10 as well.
over
Okay.
10.
Yeah. So you'll be using the closing value for this guy,
Yep.
and then for the others you'll be using the standard value.
Yep. So the closing value is 2, and the standard is 4. So this guy, I may have moved him forward a bit too much. So he's a bit of a disadvantage, but that should be fine.
Yeah. So I think that's 3 4s
Yep.
and a 2.
Voltaic 2 as well.
Oh, we'll take 2, so it's going to be another 2 for each one.
So how many dice have you got?
Oh, I counted them all out individually. I didn't add them together. I'm not a clever boy. 4, 8, 12, 14
14 plus
plus 2,
another
4, 6, 8 is
22.
22 dice.
Okay. So
And how many resistance dice do you have?
I've got 7.
7.
To make life a little bit easier, because this is all simultaneous ruling anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and roll these now and get them out of the way.
Oh, that's a pretty good defense roll.
That's an amazing defense roll.
I'm proud of you.
2,
You've set the benchmark.
6, 8, So that's 8 in there.
8.
8.
Okay.
Right.
Bring it.
I'm going to have to
Do your worstest.
heart the dice.
Guns are coming in. That's looking pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Pretty good roll. We'll
Yep.
just remove all of the chaff,
Yep.
which is funny because, obviously defence is being chaff. Ha 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 ha. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 exploding strikes.
Yep.
So it gives you another 4 dice to add into this
Another 4.
lovely pile of deliciousness.
Let's hope for some more exploding strikes.
There's not.
There's
No.
not. Okay. So that gives you another 1, though.
Another
Does
1.
give you another 1.
If I just bring my mighty 8 back in,
Yeah.
and we can remove your health from mine.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's going to leave 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
12.
12, you say?
12. So
So your
grouping them
armor-
into, I believe, 4s was the armour.
The armour is indeed 4, yep.
So that's going to be another 3.
Another 3.
I am-
3 whole points of damage.
I'm still upright.
You're still upright.
I'm
Okay,
still
it's going to go
30.
from 4 to 7.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what was your mass?
My mass is a mighty 3.
3. So you
Ah.
have taken 3 whole points of damage. That's another level of disorder. So
Okay.
you can just flip that token over. It's got a little 2 on the other side.
So
Here we
2
go.
disorder is probably bad.
I'm not
2
having
disorder is
any
not.
of
Yeah,
this.
it's not great.
Yeah.
It's not great.
I've got a 7.
7.
7. I can't believe you've not killed me yet, and I don't feel well.
Strictly comes sinking.
Yeah, it's really comes thinking. Love it.
Right. Okay.
So they only had the 1 action, I believe.
Yeah, just the one action.
So they can do no more things. So they get an
Yeah.
activation marker.
They
I'm
have.
glad they can do no more things because, quite frankly, ouch.
You do have your Albions left.
I do. Albions have got 3 actions.
Wonderful.
That's why I was scared of them.
Yeah.
2 heavy gun batteries and a torpedo salvo. I can give you all the good news.
Oh.
Lovely. Now, torpedoes have got part of their special rule is that you cannot fire them within 5 inches. Because
Oh,
they take time
okay.
to arm as you launch them, and they have to.
Well, to be fair, my heavy gun batteries have got a better rate of fire at standard range as well.
Oh, wonderful.
So I want to stay outside of that sort of shorter range.
And lots of different weapons across all of the different factions will be better at closing range or extreme range. So you're really positioning yourself to get the best firepower you can get.
Okay. Annoyingly, my 2 inches will bring me into that anyway, I feel. So, well, c'est la vie. But I will just go with the minimum there. In fact, I might want to give them the good news.
Oh.
In which case I want to be slightly staggered.
Yeah, and bearing in mind you can always turn a little bit, you can come about a little bit, just to make sure that because your fire arcs are going to be that kind of 90-degree front,
Yeah.
you could make sure that the frigates are still within torpedo range, but the Bluchers over there are still within your gun battery
And
range.
torpedoes aren't straightforward, they're an arc. Out to
Yeah,
length.
they're an arc, same as all the other weapons.
So I will... I think I'll do that. I'm still in torpedo arc there,
Mm-hmm.
but it does leave me nicely open if I want to throw anything your way.
Wonderful.
And then
Yeah, that gives you quite a lot of options from there.
we'll go 3 to there. And our survey says, oh, I shouldn't have gone forward 1 more with you. I might have torpedo if I do that. Can I be a terrible man and bring that back?
Of course.
That's very decent
All
of you.
friends here,
Yeah.
Very decent of you.
apart from that guy in the corner. That's not
So
my friend.
we will go with that to there,
Ghosts of Admirals Past.
Yeah,
and his friend will bingle around to there.
Mm-hmm.
wonderful.
And I'm in a position where I can do something. I think I'm going to start by giving you a dose of torpedoes.
Wonderful.
I'd rather you didn't do that.
Since-
So you're going
Since
to
that will
combine all
teach
your
you.
firepower?
Yes.
Lovely.
So my torpedoes have got
Going to be at closing range
a
because they're within
closing
that
5, but they're 5 across the board, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay, so,
So
you've got
I'll
5.
give you a tasty closing torpedo-y.
And because you're combining your firepower with a ship that has disorder, you're using the highest level of disorder across the unit.
Okay.
And in this case, it's going to be level 2. So that means that all of your heavy strikes will count as single strikes.
Okay.
Okay.
that sounds reasonable.
Which model are you targeting, or are you splitting?
I could split.
Bear in mind how many actions you've got, of course. If you do start splitting stuff up, you're not going to have as many actions.
But I've got 3 actions. So I could go torpedoes for 1.
Yeah.
And if I go torpedoes, that's 2 actions.
Yes.
And then if I use my last action for gun batteries, can they all fire together then?
They can
for
indeed.
a third?
But you can make these decisions as you do them. So you could do one thing and then decide maybe you want to do something else as as your actions move on.
Since I am disordered, and I don't know how bad that will affect this roll, I think somebody's going to just get all of the torpedoes.
Love it.
I think this fell in the middle.
Oh.
I'm doing you a favour here. What I'm going to do is remove him.
And then he won't be in the way.
He won't be in the way for your vessel coming
How very noble.
My poor little defense 3 guy.
It is
3 defences?
100%.
3 defences.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. So that's not...
That looks like a good
not
roll,
great,
but
unfortunately, because you're disorder, those heavy
So it
hits
drops.
will count as
Standard.
standard, yeah.
So they drop.
Oof.
Blanks go. Counter goes. You've got 5 to defend against.
5 defense against 3 rolls.
3 dice.
So
Do it. Nothing at all.
No.
Nothing at all.
Okay.
So that's going to be 5. And what's
5?
the armour on those armoured
The
frigates?
armor rating is 3.
3. So that's going to be 1 whole point,
One
and
whole
then
point.
the other 2
Single.
spill over.
Yep.
A
So
single whole point.
Those are mass 1.
So they will take a level of disorder. So that's 1 point damage
1
and
point
a level
damage
of disorder.
And a level of disorder.
You're still
Damage.
alive, you tell me.
It's only 1 point
It's
of
only
damage.
this chap here. Yeah. I'd hate to think of that fella at the back surviving.
So you didn't even do me a favour and clear him.
Right. Well, clearly disorder's not great.
Indeed. You will be able to get rid of it.
Okay.
At the end of your activation, you can rally, and that will remove 1 level of disorder. Any actions you don't spend, you can then use to remove another level of disorder. So
Okay.
if you wanted to only do 2 actions this turn,
Yeah.
you then remove both levels.
So if my second Albion fires by itself
Lovely.
up there, and he just does nothing
He
for
can-
this one,
Exactly, and then you won't suffer those.
I won't suffer
the
the
problems being
slings and
disordered.
arrows of outrageous disorder.
Indeed.
Okay. In that case, this is what we will do. I will give you the good news here. You are over 13 away, so you're
Lovely.
at standard range. That's only mass 1. And I'm
But from your
firing
point, you
from
can see the
centre
whole
mass.
thing without
You
worrying
can see
about
all
it.
of that model.
You're all good in the hood.
Love it.
Big bada boom.
Oh, he's a bit out in the open, that one.
You'll be pleased to hear, because I'm at standard range, that's 2 8 die.
And my,
Nice. So 16 dice.
my defense on that is 4.
4.
Don't feel like you have to make any of them again.
As we all know, dice can do whatever
Yeah.
the way want to do. Sometimes they'll be in your favour. Sometimes they will throw you out like a dog.
I'm aware, as life has taught me. Do you want to do your resilience roll first?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Show me what I've got to get past.
Look at this sea of blues. No.
I mean, there is a sea of blue.
There is a sea of blue.
There's a blue sea
Unfortunately,
here,
that's the dice tray.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Now, how many blues will we see with this roll?
Probably more.
All the counters, all the time.
Oh, that's looking pretty good.
That's majestic.
That's looking
And
pretty
since
good.
you didn't include any disordered models, that is the roll that it is.
Yeah, exactly right.
Okay.
Good shout.
So, we'll scoot these to the side for the moment.
You couldn't have.
I've got
You couldn't have included that little lonely
3
model in your
exploded.
roll.
I know,
He
right?
was too busy firing up
Yeah.
into the air.
That's what it was. He was having a tea break.
And our survey says there's another one.
There's another exploding strike.
We love to see them.
Our last one says another one.
Nice.
So, what is thine?
My armor is 4.
4, you say?
So 1, 2, 3, 4,
4.
5, and then the 2 do
Oh,
nothing at all.
5 though.
Points
5.
of hull damage.
So I have a hull of 9, so that would
Okay.
take 5 points of hull damage.
Yep.
I feel good about that.
And because I believe it's over your mass, you've got a
Yep,
mass 3.
so that's a mass of 3. So that's
level of disorder
also
as well.
disordered.
Good.
And the funny thing about disorder is because at level 1, it doesn't really do all that much. It will lessen your crew checks, which is something that you have in the advanced game. But generally speaking, you'll be like, one level of disorder, not bothered about that. And then suddenly you'll start taking 2 or 3 levels, and then it's really squeaky bum time.
Okay, so that is 1 action for torpedoes, 1 action for a single broadside, which means I have 1 action left, which I can then spend to reduce that disorder by a
yes,
point.
Yes, indeed. At the end of your activation, you can rally. There are chances where, reasons why you might not be able to rally. If you had a piece of terrain within 2 inches, we call it proximity. Everything's got proximity.
So likely this guy.
He won't be able to rally at the end of his activation because they're kind of near terrain and they're not feeling good. And also if you're within proximity, so 2 inches, of any unit that isn't the same unit, even if it's a friendly unit. Because, even though they're your mates, you don't like them right up at you.
Yeah.
So then you wouldn't be able to rally as well.
Okay.
And again, disorder, not a problem until it really is.
Yes.
So I can...
You can rally for free. You've saved an action, so that means you can remove both of those levels of disorder.
Okay. I don't have to roll or anything for that?
No, you can just get rid of
And
them.
because these received disorder after I activated them, I can't rally for free.
You can't rally until the end of their activation.
Yes.
So they go away and we're gripped, sorted, ready for the next round.
Indeed.
Okay, so there you go. That is 1 full turn of the new edition of Dystopian Wars, where we've shown off how you maneuver, how shooting has worked, the defences and resiliency of the ships come in, and what sort of effects disorder will have on your units. There's obviously a lot more to the game. We're going to explore some of those advanced rules in a full Let's Play with mighty fleets, where the Crown will not be taking a pasting.
No.
I
don't know about that one.
Well, keep your eye on the channel for those coming out later on this week, and there'll be a whole host of other videos about the new edition of Dystopian Wars on the channel, so stay tuned for those as well. If you've any questions about anything you've seen here, pop them below and we'll get them answered by the guys from Warcradle. Until the next video, bye-bye.
It's Dystopian Wars week, and we have 3 Crown starter sets to be won. We will choose 3 winners, 1 from the comments on our YouTube videos, 1 from the comments on OnTableTop.com, and 1 from our Cult of Games members, so you guys get an extra chance to win.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.